Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skysworld.com for life coaching and mentoring. It's Saturday morning. It's bright and early. Daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Let's talk about meeting women. What's the proper way to meet women? Now, I'm not going to tell you dating scams or pickup artist tricks, because that's not my forte. I'm not good at that stuff. But this is what I think is the best way to meet women. You first want to start with just some introspection. Sure, you know you're lonely. You know that you're interested in being in a relationship. And you want to decide, first of all, what is driving you? Is it your loneliness that's driving you into a relationship and you just desperately want a person around you, you're just sick of hanging out by yourself? Or is it that you really want to be in a relationship with somebody and grow and to be a part of what that relationship is? A relationship is growth. You meet up with somebody and you guys grow together. You don't become one, but your visions complement each other. And you become partners. Are you looking for a partner or just some pussy? So it's good to decide this, because trust me, I've met people who don't really know what they're looking for. And you can scroll down dating sites and some people may say in their profile that they don't really know what they want. I personally like to know what I want. I don't go to the grocery store not knowing what I want and just wander around willy-nilly. That's a good way to waste a bunch of money and come home with bags of marshmallows and stuff that you don't even eat, you don't even need. Think about what it is that your goal, what type of goal you're trying to reach. What are you trying to accomplish? Be very clear. And you can be very clear with this and do a practice of what type of ideal mate would you like? And you can do this as a writing exercise and even write down all the different qualities that you think are good. Write down all the different qualities that you don't like. You'll have 2 columns. And you'll start to get a really solid picture of what you're looking for. You'll know exactly what you're looking for and what type of relationship that you want. Now, when you're out meeting women, however you do that, I can't tell you locations to go meet women. I don't know them. Nightclubs, bars, who the hell knows? Parties, classes, church, who the hell knows? You kind of just have to get lucky, be in the right place at the right time. Keep your scanners open, remain receptive, be approachable, these types of things. Because it could happen at the grocery store, the laundromat, walking down the street, checking your mail. You never know when you're going to meet the right person. But as you're navigating through your week, thinking about this, drawing positive energy towards you, you want to detach from your outcome. So you have the goal, you spend a lot of time formulating the goal, doing the exercise of your ideal mate, writing your 2 columns and thinking about what type of person you're looking for. And then now what I'm telling you is to keep that in mind, but detach from it emotionally. Don't be heavily emotionally attached to what you're looking for as you're meeting people, and this is why. You want to be outcome independent when you meet somebody. In the same way that when you go buy a car, and you may really need a car, and you may really want this particular car that you're looking at, but you don't want to let the salesman know how much you desire this car, and you want to be able to walk away from this deal without making the deal, without buying it. You have to have that mentality. You need to know when to walk away, when to run, when to, like the Gambler song, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. If you get too emotionally attached to each girl that you meet, you're going to start thinking that she's your dream girl, she's the one that you were meant to marry, she's the Eve to your Adam, and you're going to be on the first date down on your knee asking her to marry you, and she might be some screwed up, messed up chick, and the next thing you know, you've just repeated this terrible relationship cycle that you've already been on to begin with, and that's probably why the reason why you're single right now anyways. So break the cycle and become outcome independent. Don't give a shit too much. Don't really care. If the first date or meeting interaction doesn't go well and the vibe isn't there, so what? Who the hell cares? Next thing is, if you're single and you're interested in meeting women and you're on the prowl, you want to practice the no-fap. And if you don't know what that means, that's millennial internet slang for stop jacking off. The reason is because you want to retain some of that animalistic sexual drive, and you only really have that when you have a full nutsack. When you're emptying yourself out relentlessly, like some of you guys do, just all the time, you're basically turning yourself into a feminine man. You're not a woman, you're just not a man with sex drive. And women who are looking for a mate, a single woman, this is biological, she'll know instinctively which guys are ready and which guys aren't. And if you're jacking off all the time, you're not sending out a vibe that you want her. A guy who's practicing the no-fap is gonna have sexual drive. Before any of this no-fap philosophy came out, I realized this in my 20s. And I realized that if I was yanking it on a regular basis, that I wasn't really able to be the type of dominant alpha that I needed to be in order to attract the type of women that I wanted to attract. It may have just been a chemical thing, this kind of invisible energy that as animal creatures that people sense. But I strongly feel like it's a good idea to slow down, to stop completely with your masturbation when you're single, and to give yourself a chance so you can meet women. Now, you need to understand that sex isn't love, and sex isn't ownership. So I suggest some sort of abstinence. I'm not going to get into your own life and your own beliefs and how far you want to go, which base you want to hit on your dates. I've slept with lots and lots of chicks on the first date, didn't even know their names. It's not a good idea. I won't do it again. I've sworn off of one-night stands. I'll never have a one-night stand again as long as I live, and I don't care if it was a room full of hot model celebrities right now with their pants off saying, "Sky, please." I'd just walk right out. And the problem is a lot of guys, when you fuck a chick too soon, you fuck her before you fall in love, you mistake that orgasm, the feeling after the orgasm when you're just kind of basking in the glow, you mistake that for love. And then you also mistake sex for ownership. You think, well, I fucked her, that's my chick. You don't know how many guys she's fucking. You don't know how many guys are sitting there next to her basking in that glow saying, yeah, that's my bitch. Basically, what you're doing when you're trying to meet a woman is you're headhunting. And this is why you want to stay slightly detached emotionally, because when you're headhunting, when you're looking for a potential candidate, this is what in business, headhunting is an activity in business where you're looking for potential candidates to fit into different slots within a corporation, and you want just the right people. You look at meeting women or meeting people as a job interview. So that first date is very much like a job interview. And you want to be able to ask the right questions and stay in a mind frame of emotional control. Don't get lost in fantasies. Don't be thinking about walking down the aisle. I don't care how beautiful she is and how angelic she is. You want to be looking for those red flags. It's not that you're trying to sabotage the interaction, but you want to be able to figure out what kind of person she is, because you're going to fall in love with the person, not with the pussy. When she gets old, when she starts to sag, how are you going to love her? You're going to be like one of these douchebags who just dumps a chick as soon as she gets older, and you go and find yourself a 21-year-old again, just perpetually finding yourself 21-year-olds. That's going to run out at a certain point. You're going to die lonely. So stay mission-driven, but stay detached emotionally. That's the best I can do. Thanks for watching.